guys, happy Saturday. So we're only going to be upstairs briefly because it's hot and I already have the upper lip sweat and I think it's already like 90 outside, so a little warm, little warm. Yesterday was supposed to be a really hot day. um, Here it was over 107 degrees, like on the Spring Valley temperature it said 107 as like the later in the day high, but usually by our house it's a few degrees hotter, so it was pretty hot yesterday. And it's gonna be hot today. So I have my little sipper here and I blended up 1.5 cups of almond milk, 2.5 scoops of cacao powder, which is like really bitter cocoa because it's just straight cocoa. So to sweeten it, I have like 5 to 6 strawberries in here. So makes it a nice cooling drink because it's too hot for tea this morning and I don't really drink iced tea. So okay, so I'm gonna do my daily draws because I haven't done that this morning. So I guess, some people might want to see how I do my daily draws in the morning. Right below this camera is a melted Puma. So let me show you real quick. Yeah. So if I go downstairs, he'll go down with me and then he'll probably lay on the tile because it's really hot. So, okay, this tastes good. Okay. So I have my cards over here to do my polls. So let me bring them over here and I will place them here. Green Owl, what up? Greetings and salutations. You know, oddly, while I was getting ready, I was thinking about you. I was like, I don't know, you just popped in my brain. New Age Lunatic! What's up? So I'm just gonna use my cards that I use for my daily polls, and I thought maybe you guys might be interested in that. So, okay. My first card that I'm gonna pull is from the Oracle of Shapeshifters. And I kind of put all the cards together and then I try to gain a message for my day. So, and then later today, I'm going to a friend's birthday party. So decided to dress up a little bit more. New Age Lunatic said, it's so hot, I'm freaking melting. That's why we're not gonna stay upstairs for very long. I wanna do like a little something up here and then we're just going downstairs because like, it's hot. It is freaking hot. I already said it was like it's over 90 and it's 11, it's gonna be 100 and something again today. I saw that Borrego Springs, which is really east of us, had their record high of 126 yesterday. Green Owl said, freeze a towel for your neck wrap. Oh, you know what I have? I have one of those, it's like chill out. I brought it with me to Italy. Actually, I should probably bust it out. It's one of those like kind of like a chamois for a car, but you wet it and like keeps your neck really cool. So let me go through. Oh, Cosmic Creeper, what's up? And Sean! So yay, all the homies in his house. So while I'm nice and hot, use the fan myself with my cards. Yes. Okay. So let me pull all those cards for myself. Like, what is my message for today? What is today's message for moi? Other than, you gonna be hot today. You gonna be melted. Your brain gonna be melted. Okay, so we have Alice in a sea of tears, cast away out of your depth, feeling abandoned. Okay, well, we'll put that aside because I don't yet know the overall message because I have to pull those other cards. Let's see. I wonder if we'll have too many people on today because it's hot. People are just probably melting into their walls right now. Okay, then I'm going to pull from my L'Oracle du Monde, and it is the World Oracle from my homegirl Steph, who on July 25th is going to be staying with me for like 10 days. Okay, so it's, and I can't wait that my 5 Elements meetup is coming up like soon, July 21st and 22nd. I hope you guys can come. That would be so fun. Yeah, I'm so excited for it. I've been like lesson planning and I'm like, okay, you know, and it's all going to be kind of dependent on everybody that's there, like what everybody's capabilities are, you know, so like we may not hike that much, you know, if not everybody can do that. But yeah, just kind of like walking around and really getting to know each other and do a little bit of healing. I think that'll be fun. Okay, so this card is Vigilance. So interesting. Green Owl's gonna be there via astral road trip. Whoop, whoop. So I will talk to your astral self. I left my fan downstairs. Ooh, yesterday for my friend's funeral, oh, it was so hot. So a lot of us all had our fans. We were like, whoosh. Wally, how did your hair get in there? Conundrums. Okay, so this next deck is, which I keep in my little Isis bag. This is my quality time self-care activity deck. So let's pull a card for that. Okay. Ooh, nope. I think it's gonna be this card. Oh, we have nature. It's kind of what I want to be doing right now. It's just kind of like jumping into a lake or something. Okay, so now I have those 3 cards. And then from those 3 cards, which are right here, I then take my Color Gypsy Oracle deck of color and I try to find the color theme, like what is the main color running through all 3 of these cards. So let's see. You know, I see is oranges. So like the orange of the silhouette, the orange of the crab, and the orange in the shadow of the duck. So I don't know, that just like popped out to me. So I'm gonna find the orange from my deck of color that matches that, and then I get my daily message. So let's see. Okay, so finding the right orange, because the deck of color has several different oranges to choose from. Aha. I know, Wally. I know you're melted. Okay, so the color that I thought went with all of them is this kind of orangey color. So that orange of the crab there, the orange of the silhouette, and the orange of the duck. Okay, and then let's see. Sean said, but you have your fans here. Nice one. Green Owl, I was hoping for a Bloody Mary card with jalapeno juice. You never know. I mean, that could pop up. So Sean said, beautiful cards and Bloody Mary. All I have is my strawberry almond milk cocoa drink. Okay, so my message. Okay, so I think this is directly relating to my friend's funeral yesterday. Because I mean, you know, when anybody passes away, I mean, you're gonna go through a slew of emotions and a lot of thinking. But I don't know, this one um, brought up things that, like, while I was sitting in the church, you know, his casket was up at the front. And, you know, him being a track coach and everything, the only other time I've been to a funeral for somebody who was in track was my teammate when I was in college, my friend Brandy. And she was like the coolest chick. And she passed away at 22 from large B cell lymphoma. Um, and so I don't know, like those two things were like those two people like were really just, I don't know, hitting me hard yesterday. Not that I was crying a lot, but it was just like a lot of thinking and questioning. So yeah, I can see the sea of tears because I've been sad, but I don't know, I've just been like lots of thinking, lots of stuff on my mind. So I have the, you know, expand your mind. So now, what could I learn from, you know, my friend's death or all the deaths, you know, all the funerals I've gone to. So like, what am I supposed to be learning with all of these? And then I have nature, which to me is like, you know, seeing this contemplative person, um, really starting to look at the nature of things. You know, everything is in a cycle, obviously, but it's like what there's something I can't even enunciate it to you guys because it's like there's something there that I'm trying to understand and I can't put it into words yet, but I feel like it's really beneficial for where I am right now. And it probably makes no sense to you guys right now because I'm just babbling. And I'm sorry, maybe it's the heat, but um, Greenhouse said, similar lenses on life bring us deeper into any loss. Yes. And Sean, it's certainly a time of a lot of reflection. It is. And so with this vigilance, I just keep thinking, it's like, don't stop at your friend died, that's sad, move on. I'm getting that there's a lot more to this. And it's like the universe is talking to me right now. P.S. Leading up to that funeral, the day before the funeral, the day before yesterday, 333s everywhere, just 333, 333, 333. There's been some 555s, but it's just like threes everywhere, threes. Even when I pulled my you know, my daily or my gratitude card because I'm doing my 37 days of gratitude, and I did my video yesterday, and the card that I pulled was a Ascended Masters card. It was a 333 card, but the card number was also 33. And I was like, okay, I get it. Sort of, not really, but I know that you're talking to me. So yeah, I know that universe is trying to tell me something and it's on the tip of my tongue and I kind of get it. Oh, but it's just not fully there yet where I can even explain it to you guys because I can't even explain it to myself. But okay, so I'm gonna put these on my nightstand where I keep my cards of the day. And so this one goes here. This one goes back here. And these two. There we go. Cycles of life, mother, maiden, crone. Oh, Robin's here. Hello. Yes, definitely. Okay. Yeah, it was so interesting, you know, because it was my friend's family was Baptist, and so we were. She says hi, hey. And it was, well, number one, what I like about Baptist churches is it's not a, I don't know, I don't feel like I'm being punished when I'm there. Like every time I went to, like when, for instance, there was another friend that had passed away some few years ago, and she had a full Catholic funeral with the full mass and everything, and the whole time it was like, damnation and da 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 and try not to sin, like, and it seemed like it wasn't even about the person whose body was like sitting up there. It was like it was like more about preachiness than, hey, we're trying to celebrate the life of this person here. So I don't know, I just got a like, I don't know about that funeral. But you know, this one that I went to, it was all about, you know, the reverend got up and he just starts busting out in the song. It's not like there's instruments or anything. It's just like singing and everybody's just singing. It's like grab a book and start singing. I'm just like, you know, reading the music. I'm singing. I never heard these songs before, but we were having fun. And let's see, New Genetic, when I see 333, it feels like the universe is guiding me to use my gifts to assess others. In short. Yes, that's part of the message I think I've been getting. Robin said it's like going home in Baptist church, homegoing they call it. Yes, that's what it was called, and actually that's what's on my friend's thing. It's the homegoing ceremony, and so yeah, it was a lot of singing and celebration of the person and talking about good things, and I really like what the Reverend had to say, you know, because he was he was saying, you know, um, well, and then my friend's sister had, you know, kind of drove home what the Reverend was saying, but he was saying, you know, and there's always the message, all the things that you have in life you can't take with you, right? But what I liked about the sister jumping on that, Robin said I grew up Baptist. Yeah, I liked that service. That service, I felt like the 2 hours went by and I was like, wow, is it 2 hours already? Like, it was like, wow, that service just like flew by because I was so engaged in what the people were saying, what the friends were saying, what the family was saying, what the Reverend was saying. None of it sounded preachy. It was all like a celebration, you know, and I love that. Excuse me. Um, and the sister was saying that there was a difference between an inheritance and a legacy. She says inheritance is people's stuff. She says, you know, when somebody passes away, she says you're given their stuff whether or not you deserved it. Like you're just given something. You're given money, you're given their stuff. And she says, and that stuff doesn't last forever. The money's gonna get spent. She's all, the stuff's gonna break or the stuff's gonna get used, the stuff's gonna be sold. And she says, and you know, years from now, nobody remembers the stuff. Nobody remembers the money. But she says what people remember is your legacy. Like that's the only thing that lasts forever. And she says, so like with her brother, she says like everything that she instilled in those kids, in her, because that was her only brother, and you know he was her, she was his only sister. You know that it's what you've done for others, and he was such a selfless, kind, like you never even heard the guy swear, like he never even cussed, like he was just, you know, he never married, never had any kids. He just seemed like this innocent, childlike soul. But he was a man, you know, but he was a grown man where he, you know, really helped the kids, where he was like a father to all of them, but while still retaining that childlike innocence. And he just had so much to teach people. He was not a very like he didn't talk a lot about his feelings ever. And if he had to say something, you listened because he didn't talk very often. And he took his time before he spoke. Like you would ask him a question and I would think he didn't hear me because I'd be like, man, so what are you thinking? Like, I don't know if I should do track next year. I think I should just hang out with you and like, we'll just do cross country. This was like the conversation at the end of the season. And it was and so I'm like, did he hear me? Like, and you know, and so I was like, so what do you think? And he was like, you know, and then he would give you an answer, but he wanted to make sure that whatever he said was well put and well understood, and that it was the right answer. And of course it was always the right answer. And so and the sister said, you know, that's what he's left behind. He's left behind kindness, selflessness, what he's taught, how he's taught other people to be. His supervisor was there because he worked at Saquon Casino, and you know, as his like day job when he wasn't coaching. And the supervisor, who, you know, she was like really well spoken. Like she went up there, I could have sworn she was a public speaker. Like, was whoa. But she was like, she said that Carter had come to her when his father had died. And he said, I don't know how I'm supposed to get through this. And she said, what do you mean how you're supposed to get through it? And she goes, what do you think? And he says, it's a loss and I feel sad. And she was like, she goes, man, you, she, she said she called him Carter Babe. She's like, Carter Babe, you don't need to feel sad. And she says, your father's passing is a gift. She says, never look at a death as a loss and something you'll never get back. And she was like, when somebody dies, it's a gift. And she says, now you take everything that your father taught you and everything that he stood for, and the example that he set. And she says, and that's how you live your life. She goes, you take that gift and you would apply it to yourself. And he was like, huh, all right, thank you. You know, and she says, and then later on, years later, she said when his mother was getting remarried, he came in, he was like, I'm so happy for my mom. And, you know, he goes, it seems like, you know, her light was dimmed after my father's passing, but now she seems so happy. And he was like so stoked for his mother to get remarried. And so, yeah, he was like that kind of guy. He wanted to see everybody doing well. You know, he wanted to see everybody succeed, do well, be happy. So, and I like that that whole service was based on that. So I like that. I like that a lot. and the uh, and the Reverend gave the analogy. Well, he said that, you know, he didn't know Carter personally, but he says, I do know coaches. And he says, and he goes, I had a good basketball coach. And he says, so let me give you an example of what I'm hearing about what this guy did, of what a good coach does, because it sounds like this is what he did. He says, okay, there's a frog stuck in a ditch. Another frog comes hopping by, and the frog's like, help, help, I'm stuck in a ditch. And so the frog hopping by says, well, I can't help you because if I jump in, I'm going to be in the same situation you are, and that doesn't help anybody. So that frog goes by. Another frog comes by, you know, and again, that frog in the ditch is asking for help, and again this frog's like, no, I can't help you because then we'd be in the same situation. So he goes on by, and so later on the frogs noticed that the frog that was stuck in the ditch is now hopping alongside the road, and they said, hey, how did you get out? Who helped you? And he said, well, a rattlesnake fell in the ditch, I had to get out. Like, you know. And so he was saying that's the sign of a good coach. You know, a good coach will never do for you what you can do for yourself. So, you know, I thought that was pretty sweet. So yeah, I liked it. And then we all went out to the grave site, and it was so hot. It was like 110 out there. I was like, oh. And so I was standing by the open doors of the mausoleum that was right next to where they were doing the like they were playing the bugle and doing the folding of the flag, because he had served 4 years in the United States Army from like 96 to 99. He was a sergeant. So they were folding the flag, gave it to the mom, did a little mini military service thing. And then they took his casket, and I didn't realize it was coming into the mausoleum. And I was like, oh, he's going to be in a nice air-conditioned place. I was like, good job, Carter. And so, yeah, we went in there, and they did a quick little few words again. And it was just so, I don't know, a little overwhelming. I don't know. I was, as we descended the stairs to go to where he was going to be put into one of the walls in the mausoleum, I started feeling really dizzy, really shaky. I was kind of getting anxiety when I was in the cemetery, and I was like, why am I getting anxiety? Like, I haven't had anxiety, and if I did, it's usually when I'm driving, and I haven't had that in like years. So I was like, what is going on? What is wrong with me? And I was like, is it the heat? No, because I don't mind the heat. And I was like, what's going on? And so, yeah, we're down there, and I don't know, I just felt like people were on top of me. I felt like everybody was like closing in on me. I was like, what is like, I'm like, am I freaking out? Like, what is happening? And then, so I stepped back to where I'm behind everybody. So everybody's up there, and I'm just watching. And it was just so interesting because, you know, my former students are there, athletes, well, student athletes, a couple of coaches, you know, people like vice principals and people that I've worked with at all the various schools that I've been at. And it's just like, a weird setting to see everyone. And then, but it just felt like people were surrounding me, even though I was all by myself. And I was like, you know, standing at the back, like fanning myself. And I kind of looked over, and there was like this wall placard for this man that it says 1913 to 2015. And I was like, holy crap, this guy was really old. So I was like reading his little story, and I was looking around, and a lot of them were born like late 1800s, you know, early 1900s. And I was like, how old is this place? Like, this is pretty cool, you know? But I don't know, I felt like I had to get out of there. As soon as I had exited the cemetery, I was fine. And I was like, what was going on? I don't think I'm having issues with my friends passing. I mean, I'm just mourning like I would mourn anybody passing. And I was like, I was like, I couldn't figure it out. I was like, what was going on over there? And then my boyfriend asked me, he was like, were there a lot of spirits over there? And I was like, I don't know. I wasn't really focused on that. And he says, do you think maybe that your anxiety was because there was a lot of spirits there? I was like, I hadn't thought of anxiety being that, but I was like, I'm pretty sure my brain was just melted because it was so hot. So I was like, I don't know. But yeah, so I think I passed some comments here. Sean said, that's cool. I can respect that. It should be a celebration of someone's life. Yes. Robin said, legacy lives on. You're supposed to embrace and carry on the legacy of his light is what I'm getting. Yes. And that, yeah, that whole day, like that was the message. And while I was taking a shower before this live chat, like those words the Reverend was saying, and like the words that the sister and the family were saying, just, I don't know, they're just like really like in here. And I'm like, yeah. And so right now I have his like obituary pamphlet on my altar. And so this morning I was like, hey Carter, how's it going? And I already told his spirit, I said, anytime you want to stop by the house, you are always welcome. And he loved fast cars and motorcycles and stuff. And, you know, my boyfriend has a Hellcat, or a Challenger Hellcat. I was like, and Carter, if you want to ride in the Hellcat when we're in the Hellcat, your spirit is more than welcome in the Hellcat anytime. That's what I was mentally saying while we were at the cemetery. So yeah, alrighty. Wow, I didn't mean to get off on that whole tangent. And I said I didn't want to spend a lot of time upstairs because I'm melting. Okay, I wanted to, since you guys got to see my daily poll, what else I do in the morning is my gratitude. So today is day number 34, so I got to write in today's gratitude. And I'm going to be using the Flower of Life Oracle. And let's see what we got. Okay. What is my gratitude for today? What can I be grateful for today? And then after this, we could do a little spell. Okay. I'm getting agreements. Ooh, pretty. Okay, and then has the message on the back. It says agreements. Imagine just for a moment that we are all connected. All different streams of consciousness originating from one source, experiencing and playing upon this physical earth plane, in all its shadow and light to develop, grow, and become more. The shadow and light cause tension and resistance, but also allows us to see our ideas, thoughts, and creations manifest into the physical in order for us to create more and be pioneers, creating unfolding newness for sheer joy of it. It would seem reasonable that in our connectedness we would sense anything out of balance. The natural order of the universe has all things moving back into balance in whatever way possible. We often call this an agreement, a contract, or karma, but can you see these labels may not be what we think they are, for all is just moving back into balance, into love? So whether your attention goes to your family, friends, work colleagues, someone you bump into, someone you observe, someone you admire, someone you dislike, we are all in a contract and agreement with each other to remind us of the love that we are. That sounds like the message I was getting yesterday. You know, the Reverend had said, he said, the price we pay for loving someone and connecting with someone is that we feel pain when they are gone. He says we feel loss. But he says that is what we must do. He says we must love each other. Like he says it's what human beings are put on this earth to do. He says what a waste of life to sit in a hole and never love anyone or anything. So I think that this message was exactly what he said. I'm still emotional. Sorry. I'm just gonna cool off right now. Okay. Okay, so that is my message. Okay, so I'm gonna write that down. I mean, not all of that, but I'm gonna condense it. Okay, so it was agreements from the Flower of Life Oracle. And Cosmic Creeper said that's understandable considering it's very raw still. Yes. Okay, so let me condense this entire thing and what was yesterday. I am grateful that I allow myself the vulnerability of loving others and allowing others to love me. Okay. 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 I'm gonna put this on my altar actually. So much going on in like messages right now, like with all these like 333s and the we're gonna go downstairs, it's cooler down there. Let me see, where can I put this? I'm gonna put this right there. And I'm gonna take my drinky drink with me. Okay. Now that I'm sweating, and now that I have sweat all over my face, and I know you guys are all stoked about that. Oh, I wanted to do a spell with you guys. Oh, P.S. The laundry. Better view. There we go. Okay, I will do a little spell with you guys, and then we'll head outside in the garage where it's probably a lot cooler. Okay. So in order to do a spell, all my stuff is in here. So let's put this down. Ooh. And then let me switch this around. So this is on my altar. It's my friend Carter. And I had no idea his birthday is next week. So I'll make sure to do a little happy birthday for him. Okay. Oh, and I think I put this on Instagram. But these 5 little white flowers, while I was working out outside the other day, before the funeral, these 5 little white flowers had fallen from my tree. It is not flowering season. Like, you look up in the tree, there aren't flowers anywhere. It's all berries right now. Like, it's just, it's impossible for, I mean, the tree to flower. It stopped flowering like a month and a half ago. Like, it's not supposed to do that anymore. Actually, 2 months ago. And so I took that as a message. And then the song that I was working out to when I finished my workout was 5 minutes and 55 seconds. And then on my watch, when I stopped my watch and said, you know, that my workout's finished, the watch said, you burned 333 calories. And I was like, okay, there's a message somewhere. I know somebody's talking to me. So yeah, so I was getting all these like 555s, and mostly now it's just the 333s. So, and thank you, Sean. Yes, it's my altar. Oh, and then they're passing out these little orange ribbons to everybody. Um, so yeah, I thought that was nice. So, okay. Okay, so we're gonna do a little spell, but maybe, and I'm pulling, this is not my own spell, I might add. So I'm not gonna be taking credit for it, but it seemed like it was gonna be awesome. So I was just putting the tripod up a little higher. Okay, I'm pulling from the Witch's Spell a Day Almanac. Ooh, yeah, shiny. How you guys like that? Okay. And I'm gonna be going to July 7th, which is today, Saturday. And I thought that this was quick and easy enough where I could do it on a live chat. It's not super involved, and you know, I don't think spells have to be, which is why I like the Witch's Almanac, because they're not really involved. You know, it's just how to add like a little bit of magic into your day. Cosmic Creeper, if it makes you feel better, I'm super shiny over here too. Yeah, there you go. Like, shiny faces unite. Okay, it says boost your self-confidence with yarrow. There are times in our lives when we need a little boost of self-confidence. Maybe you have been asked to give a speech, or you have an interview coming up. Yarrow is an herb that has been used for courage since ancient times. For this spell, you will need New Age in the Tech said, it's all good. It's unicorn sweat. Psh, girl, I sweat unicorn. Sweat. Okay, so you need an inscribing tool such as a nail, a straight pin, needle, or small knife, anything sharp. You need a red or orange candle. You need bergamot oil. You need a red or orange drawstring bag, a tiger's eye gem, and dried yarrow. Let's get those things. Okay, we're going to grab those things together. So, because I don't have them here, I do have the tiger's eye. I have tiger eye up here. So, Green Owl running outside for fresh yarrow. Yay! There you go. Better fresh. Okay, so I have my little tiger eye. Red or orange bag. I know I have a red or orange bag, a drawstring bag. And I know I have a straight pin. So we're gonna go over here where I know I have my stuff. Okay, so I know I have a straight pin in here. Bam, straight pin. Okay, and then, ooh, here we go. Red bag, perfect. Okay, so we have some of our pieces. Okay, so yarrow. I have yarrow in my herbs, and I have all my herbs like in these crates here. So let me grab my yarrow. Let's see, I think it's the last crate. Ooh. Okay, I think I have it in here. Okay. Yarrow, yarrow, ¿dónde está? ¿Dónde está yarrow? ¿Está aquí? Que necesito yarrow. Yo quiero yarrow aquí. Let's see. I know you're hiding around here somewhere. And Green Owl is grabbing some fresh yarrow, so that's freaking awesome. The tragedy of having too many herbs. Psych! You can never have too many. Okay, that's not it. Do I have a big bag of yarrow? Is that what I bought before? I haven't used my yarrow in a little bit. I think I have a giant bag of it. I think I do. Okay, that's echinacea, hyssop, blackberry, nope, oats, that's Osho, that's 4-pound. Okay, we got vervain, lavender, linden flower, rosemary, hawthorn. It's around here somewhere. I know I have freaking yarrow. Like, who doesn't have yarrow? It's marigold. Ooh, I like marigold. Oh, haha, yarrow. All my altar cloths. Or I mean my spread cloth. Okay. Sean said I just planted herbs the other week. Gotta wait. Cosmic Creeper, I have to shoot for dinner, but I will watch the rest back later. Sending you lots of love. Lots of love to you, Cosmic Creeper. And we're just gonna be making this little spelly spell. Have a good dinner, by the way. Okay, so I got this, I got my yarrow. I need bergamot and a red or orange candle. Okay, I do have a red or orange candle. So we'll grab that now. Hold on, I'm gonna switch this around. Hey Christina, thank you. In my sweaty face. Okay, we're gonna go into my candles. Ooh, let's see, red or orange. I'm gonna pick actually I like my red heart candle. I want to use this one. Okay, so we're gonna use this one. And Green Owl, woo, back and sharing some sweat. Yes, sharing the sweatiness. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, I have to get my bergamot, and for that I need to go downstairs because that's where all my oils are in the spice cabinet, because like where else would your oils be? Red bag, yes, red or orange bag. Okay. Bergamot. Haha, yes. Okay, going back upstairs. Hope you guys don't get car sick. Woo! Boyfriend's underwear on the floor, check. I hanged my head. Look at those cool tile floors. I just look like a slob out of the cool tile. Wally and I were laying on the tile yesterday because it was so hot. Okay, I'm thinking I should switch this around so you guys actually see the altar and see what I'm doing. Yes, yes, let us do this. Okay. And sorry, I'm gonna have to lift this up again, so I might be banging people in the head. Okay, and oh look, the trash truck's here. Sorry, I'm making the legs a little longer. Bear with me, people. Okay. All right. Ta-da! Yay! It's my altar. Okay. I still have my drink. Okay, I'm going to switch out my brown candle for the red candle. And I'm going to temporarily move my friend out of the way. Sorry, Carter. I just don't want to get anything on you. And okay, so we have our bed. I got my yarrow down here and I have my bergamot. Okay, step 2. Use your inscribing tool to carve personal symbols of self-confidence into the candle. Anoint the candle with the bergamot oil. Light the candle and focus on all your wonderful qualities. Okay. To me, when I see like a symbol for strength, it's triangles. So I'm going to put little triangles like upside. Like I have an obsession with triangles. So you guys do whatever you want to do with your candle. Okay. Hey, there we go. Okay, I'm gonna put my little needle aside here. Put this in here. It says to anoint it with the bergamot. So I'm gonna do that on the outer rim. Smells so good. Which I don't mind bergamot on my hands because that feels wonderful. Okay. Oh yes, 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 yes. Okay. Okay, so that was that. Sean said, this is really cool, live spell casting. Christina asked what the purpose of the spell. It's for boosting self-confidence. So doing something physically for an intangible idea, which is self-confidence. So it's not the actual items, but doing the spell, it's the intention and the act of doing something physical that's supposed to translate into your inner self, which is your self-confidence. Okay, so next, take your bag, your gem, and the yarrow that's at my feet, and hold them over the candle flame one at a time. Hold each item high over the flame, people. We're not trying to light yourselves on fire. In a closed fist. You don't want to accidentally catch a dried herb on fire in your hands or a fresh herb. As you do this, repeat the words of power, such as strong, confident, capable, worthy, or courageous. Okay, so we'll do that next. I like the word worthy and strong. So I'm going to go ahead and light that candle now. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take the bag first, and I'm just going to hold it high over the flame, and I'm just going to say strong and worthy. And this whole time, thinking about all the wonderful qualities that you possess as it relates to self-confidence. Like the awesome person that you are, also be thinking this at the same time. Okay. Now, do this with your tiger's eye. This tiger's eye is very grounding and full of strength. Okay. I think that's the male person. I hope hope they don't have to make me sign. Okay, they might have to make me sign something. Okay, hold on, people. We're gonna get back to spell casting in just a moment. Why don't you guys go look at my floor while I get the mail?
Hi. Hey, I have an international package for Tara.
Yes. Hey, Wally. Hey, Puma. You guys, I just got an international package. Yay! Sorry, I just showed my address. Ugh, you guys ignore that. Okay, we're going back upstairs. I had to sign for it, so. Thing nice. That was very nice. We'll look at that in a moment because we're busy right now. Okay, grounding myself again. So I'm going to put my hands on my altar to get myself back into where I was. Because real life happens, people. Real life. Real witchy life. Okay. Okay, so now I have my tiger eye. Sean said, we know where you live and what you did last summer. Last summer, oh no, I was so lazy. Okay, so now repeating those same words that you repeated with the bag, either a red or orange bag with your tiger eye. So for me, it's worthy and strong. Okay. And then I have some of my yarrow. Okay, and I'm going to hold that high above because I don't want to light myself on fire. But again, worthy and strong, worthy and strong. Okay, and so the next part says, put the yarrow and tiger's eye into the pouch and carry it with you for confidence. Snuff out the candle for later use. Got it. So now, take my red bag. Probably should have picked a smaller bag, but that's okay. I'm going to put my yarrow in there. I'm going to put my tiger eye inside. And I'm just tying off the bag. And 3 knots for good luck. Okay. All right. There you go. Little simple spell, so I'll probably keep it in my purse. So when I'm feeling less than confident in myself, whatever it may be, confident in making choices, confident in the intuition that's coming to me, confident in my ability to do things, you know, this is just a physical reminder of what actually lies inside of each and every one of you. So, yay, so I'm gonna put that there, and we're gonna snuff out this candle so we don't burn down the house. Okay, and I will maybe put the needle away. I don't want to accidentally stab myself later. Okay, and then I think, hold on, I'm gonna go put this away. I'm gonna grab a deck and we're gonna go outside, or outside in the garage, because it's a lot better. And I'll show you guys what I got in the post. And sorry, Wally, you can't come. Why don't you go lay on the tile? It's too hot up here. Puma. Hey, baby. Hello. Yeah. Okay. We're gonna go downstairs. And I'm gonna put my shoes on. Sorry, I know this part's all not very entertaining. And then I'm gonna go out into the garage. I have to wrap my friend's gift for her birthday today. Okay. Put this down. I'm trying to think where, hey, there's my neighborhood. I don't know, maybe we'll just sit on the floor in here because it's nice. So I'm gonna be making adjustments to the tripod again. I figured today would just be very, I don't know, like, as if you guys were hanging out at my house. Sorry, I'm adjusting the tripod. Loki, are you around here? You know, remember that cat that we gave room and board to for a night? He was in our garage this morning. My boyfriend accidentally left the garage open, and I opened the door and I was like, Loki? And he came running over because he's been trying to come into our house, and he keeps trying to stay with us. And I was so upset because yesterday it was so hot. It was over 107 degrees and his owners had thrown him outside, and he's my boyfriend talked to the owners before because they live a few houses down, and he was pretending like we hadn't seen the cat before. He was like, oh, hey, like, who are you? And the cat's like, purr, purr, purr. And the owners are like, oh yeah, we have like a few other cats and they're all rescues. But I know for a fact that when you rescue a cat from a shelter, you have to sign a waiver saying that the cat will not be an outdoor cat. It will be indoors because it was rescued. So this cat is outdoors. And I know some people have outdoor cats and that's fine, but like when you sign something saying you're not gonna have something outdoors, like that's not cool. Okay, so let's sit down and take a look at the goodies. Okay. And Sean said, oh no, not cool. Okay. So all that stuff back there, that's my boyfriend's work stuff. So, I mean, it's what he does for a living. New Age Genetics says it's like they don't want him. This is true. And yesterday, I mean, I leave food out for him now because I know he looks hungry and thirsty. And every time he sees me or my boyfriend, he comes running over and is like giving us kisses and love. And I'm like, Loki. And so, you know, I hang out with him for a little while if I see him in the morning. And I was out here in my jammies this morning, and yeah, but yesterday I was like, I have to go back inside, Loki. I was like, you should go home. It's too hot today. You should go inside your house. And, you know, I put out a big bowl of water for him in case he was thirsty. And I was petting him. He had a tear coming out of his eye. I didn't know what to do with that. I was like, Loki, what do you want me to do? Like, I can't steal you. You're somebody else's cat. Like, I was like, sure, I know your owners are kind of shitty, but I was like, I didn't know what to do with that yesterday. It was like breaking my heart. I was like, don't cry, Loki. So, anyway. Maybe he'll show up during this live chat and you guys could say hello to the Lokester. Okay, so not like it matters now, but now I'm covering the addresses. So, from Russia with love. One thing in here is for me, one thing in here is a gift. So, we're gonna open this up. And these are not cards, by the way, but they're really cute. I got them off Etsy, and I bought from this lady like so many times before. Thank you. She's really talented. Yes, 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 yes. It's those little cat earrings. So where like the head goes here, but then you see the body behind your ear. So it's the little body back here, and then this little head, and then this little strawberry would go in your other ear. So yes, this one is going to be a gift for someone. And then for me, I had to get the Wally one, of course. So there's the little Wally, and then his little body is back there, and then I got this little paw print one for my other ear. So, yay! And that's the, sorry, it's a little bright. That's the name of the company, Cat Made. But if you go on Etsy, it's Cat Made Com, because it's like their website, catmade.com. But in Etsy, there's no dot. It's just Cat Made Com, if you guys are interested. And no, you don't need the big holes in yours or anything. It's a regular earring. It's just like one goes in the front, and then you like attach the backing is the back end of the cat. So, yay! So I have a couple of these earrings already. I have one that's another Siamese, but a bigger one. And then I have a unicorn cat. So now I have one for my friend, one for me. And then I bought them as Christmas gifts for like several other friends before. So 2.5 weeks. Came all the way from Russia. And these are hand painted, and the young lady who makes them, she like, these are all done by hand. So this is freaking awesome. Okay. Just put these in here. Okay. Sorry, trash truck. Trash didn't come yesterday because we had the 4th of July, so it throws off the trash by like a day anytime there's like a holiday. Okay. I figured, let's see, what are we in? 62 minutes? Okay, that I would just pull a card for everybody in here. And I'm going to be using my Pam's Vintage Tarot. So if you would like a card pulled while we're sitting outside and it's nice and lovely in the garage, just let me know. Sean said in Russia, you don't make the cats make you. Yes. Okay. I love the small size of this. Okay, so it looks like Christina popped up first. Okay, oops. So if you are new, which I think all of you guys have been in my live chats before, but I usually like to kind of tap into the person's energy that I'm reading for. So like Christina is first, so I would usually try to see what comes to mind first and then let her know, and then I would pull a card and we'd try to connect the two things. Okay. Oh, and by the way, my dad, who's totally, I mean, he's a little bit more open to like woo-woo and spiritual stuff now that he's like 78. But my dad's like, I heard you do this thing where you do like, Christina said, think happy thoughts. My dad's like, I hear you do this thing where you can like look inside somebody and see what's wrong. My dad's like, what do you see in me? And I was like, seriously? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, okay. So I like scanned my dad, and there was a lot going on, like a lot. And I was like, and dad, he takes care of himself when it comes to like working out in the gym. Like he still pumps a lot of iron, and like he's still pretty ripped. Not even just for 78, like he's just ripped in general. And he eats really well. But if he hurts himself, like he refuses to go to a doctor. So like things that have been hurt in the past, like they just get worse, like because he doesn't, like he refuses to go to doctors. So then I told my dad what was wrong, and Simply May said, wow, 78, yes. And so I tell him what's wrong, and then he's like, well, can you heal me? Just like heal me. And I was like, well, you need a doctor. My dad's like, you could do it. He was like, well, if you could look inside me, and obviously you didn't know those things that were wrong with me, so you obviously know how to do something. And he was like, just heal me. Like, I need help with my ankle. He's all, if you can help that thing with my ear. And he was like, yeah, just like do it. Like, I don't, He says, he says, if you know how to look inside people, you know how to heal people. My dad's like, so keep working on it. I'll be waiting, babe. But I was like, well, in the meantime, why don't you go see a real doctor? Like, while your daughter's trying to work on you, like, why don't you see a doctor as well? He's like, 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 seriously, Dad? Like, it's frustrating. Um, and then my stepmom's like, ooh, do me. And I was like, oh my God. So I've like looked at her, but she didn't really have anything going on. I was like, I don't know, there's like pressure behind the eyes and like your left hand hurts. And she went, well, it's because I have arthritis and I'm left-handed and it's like mostly in my left hand. She's like, and yeah, I've been having this really bad sinus pressure ever since we came back from Peru, but neither of them want to go to a doctor. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Okay, let's see. Christina said, how old is your dad? He looks young. He is 78. He turned 78 this year in April. Okay, Christina. Okay, so Christina, kind of interesting imagery. I saw like a young girl helping her mother make brownies, but I swear this looked like the 60s. Just like the furniture, like the chairs at the tables, that like mint green color, like everywhere that I think of when I think 60s. Early 60s. This is not the late 60s. The lady had like a small beehive, or I don't know, like bouffant, whatever you call that. Just like a puff of hair like up here. But yeah, I just see this like, young girl like helping in the kitchen, and they're like putting like brownies like into this like one of those Pyrex you know, glass brownie trays maybe. Okay, so that's interesting. That's just what popped into mind. Oh, okay. So Christina, you got the 7 of Pentacles. So, okay, so that's going together. So knowing like this little kid like really anticipating like, I want the brownies to be done now, but the mom's still putting it into the tray. Like you have to wait for them to bake, and albeit brownies don't take that long, but you still have to wait for them to cook, you know, otherwise you're just eating something not ready yet. And although, yeah, I know that like tasting the batter is delicious. This is all an analogy for this, by the way, you know. So if you have been waiting for something to happen like right now, yes, if you like start it now, it's not going to taste bad, but it's not going to be what you fully what you wanted it to be. You know, like let's say, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna put it in like a sports analogy for myself. So, like if I wanted to have abs right now, you know, and I wanted to do like, I didn't care about like doing the whole like working out and dieting, or not dieting, but just like eating right for you know, a certain amount of time, like I can't wait. You know, some people get those like wraps, and yes, you're gonna have like a flatter stomach, you know, instantly, like right now, but it doesn't mean that you actually have abs right now. Like it just takes away the water weight. It's like not actually losing weight. So you know, it's that like, I can have something right now, but it's not going to be as satisfying, and it's not going to last as long as if you just wait this thing out that you're trying to hurry up. So trust me, when those brownies are done, or whatever it is that you're waiting for is done, the wait will have been worth it. So yes, you can try and rush it and you'll get some sort of result, but it won't be as satisfying as if you just waited. So Christina, I hope that makes sense to you. Wow, brownies. Now you got me jonesing for brownies. um, so yeah, yay. Okay, and New Age Lunatic, I don't know if you're still in your room, but I don't remember who was next. I think I can scroll through though. But if you're here, let me know. And I will have some more. Oh, Sean is next. Okay. Thank you, thank you. Okay, Sean. Okay. Gosh, what's with all these people? So Sean, I was also seeing like a scene with like a parent figure, but this one it seems like you, as the age you are now, with this person that seems like a father figure, and it's like you guys just reconciled something. So like the big like man handshake and then like pulling you in for like the bro hug, you know. But like it meant a lot. So I just saw this like reconciliation with like a father figure. Oh, Christina said thank you. You're very welcome. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on, I'm gonna put these back in. And I do have some extra cards in here, by the way. Green Owl said, woo, caught up mojo bag complete. Yes. You will have to post that on Instagram so I can take a look at what your mojo bag ended up looking like. Okay, so Sean, seeing the reconciliation with the father figure, we'll see how that connects to one of your cards. And like I said, I have the extra images or extra cards that came with this deck. I like to keep them with the deck. I think it adds flavor. Sean, you keep getting like a zillion cards that want to come out. So concise, concise. Okay. So you got one of those extra cards. And so here you have this woman covered in flowers, covered in like abundance, almost like the Empress card, like an addition to. But she has this look of, oh, now I see here. There's this guy like right off to the side. And it's like she's wanting him to see her for who she really is. So translating this for you, with this father figure that I saw, it's like, you know, doing what you're doing, but wanting this father figure or whoever to see you for who you really are. So this could be a metaphor for like people in general, but I'm just seeing a father figure, where I'm proud of all the stuff I've done. I just want you to be proud of me too. You know, I want the people around me to be proud of me too. So not doing stuff for validation, but just, it's nice once in a while to get that, hey, I'm acknowledging that you're actually doing some pretty awesome stuff. Like, good job. Like, people need those kudos every once in a while. So I'm getting the sense that like that's kind of what you've been like having a feeling of lately, of like, I just need a little bit of not validation, but I just need a little bit of like, hey, you know, good job, Sean. Like I'm not looking at what you've been doing. Like I actually see what you've been doing. And maybe it's not this person's like cup of tea, or maybe it's not what they're into, but just like wanting people to appreciate the hard work that you're putting into something, even if it's not their bag, you know? And I'm getting that it's okay to feel that way. You know, sometimes we feel like, well, you know, it shouldn't matter like what other people think about us, and we should just do our thing. And the thing is, like, sometimes we do care what other people think about us, but again, that shouldn't dictate how we do things or what we do. You know, I like to do like all my wacky, like stuff. Like I am a very eclectic person. Like I do a lot of different things. You know, my witchy practice is all over the board. Like my spiritual practice, my how I do my healings, they're all over the boards. It's not one way of doing things. And you know, and sometimes I feel a little self-conscious doing things sometimes when people don't understand, and I'm not going to change for them, but sometimes it's nice every once in a while for people to just be like, hey, like that's kind of cool, even if it's not their bag. So it's a message for you to say it's okay to feel like you just want a little like good job from people every now and then. Not saying that you're going to change for them, which you shouldn't, but it's okay to feel that way. So Sean, I hope you got that message. Okay. Alrighty. That does resonate. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Alrighty. Okay, who's next? Simply May. All right. It is so nice in the garage. You guys have such a lovely background. I'm just going to turn that a little bit. Okay, Simply May. Okay, so Simply May, it wasn't something I saw for you, but something that I felt. So like I've been telling people, I see things in like symbols, and like sometimes like a little scene will play out. Grun, I have a spot on my list. Okay, but it was more what I felt for you, Simply May. So once I tapped into your energy, I felt this like weight on my heart, and I felt sad, kind of like the sadness I feel for my friend who's passed away. Kind of that heaviness right here. So I felt that all up in my heart. So we'll see how that connects to one of your cards, like the, wow, like really heavy. What's going on in the heart? Okay. Okay. Yours are 2 cards, so I'm just going to keep them 2 cards. Okay. I just keep feeling really heavy in my heart. Okay, so we have the King of Cups sitting over here, and this is one of those extra cards in the deck. So this is, I guess it would be kind of like a lover's card. But here you have like this bashful girl like, ooh, and this like guy trying to court her. I'm feeling this is definitely a male figure. So I don't know if this is like a romantic somebody, male, somebody in your life, or like a relative, but there is some heaviness surrounding this person, hence like the cups, like emotions. So I don't know if this person is sick, this person has passed away, and maybe that's the connection I'm getting like in my heart, because I'm also kind of going through something right now. So like right away it was like like straight to the heart. So what I'm getting with this guy's open palm, like it's okay to let those emotions out, because this is all emotions. Chef's table for greenhouse. Like this is all emotions based, and so like it felt like all the emotions were getting bottled up here, whoever this person is. So again, I don't know, like romantic, family member, but something with this person. I don't know if they're sick, if they've passed away, but I feel like everything is getting bottled up here, and I'm feeling like with this open hand, like it's okay to like let that stuff out. Yeah, whew. Yeah, there's a lot like right here. So it's okay, like whatever you got, bottle it up, like And even on a conscious level, if you're just like, oh, I'm not, you know, oh, this happened, but you know, I'm cool about it, I'm fine. Like, did you brush it under the rug as like I'm cool or fine, or like did you actually sit with your feelings and to actually make sure, like, am I cool, am I fine? um, but yeah, whatever is really weighing on your heart right now, I think it's a good idea for you to open it up. I'm not saying you have to cry. Like, not everybody's a crier. Some people get angry. Some people, like, they deal with emotions how they deal with their emotions, you know, when they feel sad or a heaviness. But whatever you do, I think that the best thing to do is to not bottle it up. I think is to let it out in a constructive way. So I'm like, don't go around like slapping people, but you know, you know what I mean. Okay, so Simply May, I hope that resonates. But yeah, I was just like, psh. Yes, romantic. I just experienced my first breakup, so it's really been hard and don't like to talk, or crazy. Um, yeah, so whatever you are experiencing right now with this gentleman, just, you know, obviously the breakup has occurred, but to get it out. You know, you don't even have to, if you're not a talker, then, or cry. um, yeah, if you're not a crier and you're not a talker, then be by yourself and just like maybe write. Maybe you're a writer, write it out. Maybe you're an artist, maybe just, or maybe you're not an artist and you just want to freaking throw some paint on some canvas. Um, but find a way to actually sit with those emotions, even though they hurt. Like, I've had breakups too. I had a shitty one when I was 25. Like, I thought I was like gonna die, um, but it needs to come out in whatever way you can. So, throwing paint at a canvas, singing highly off tune or off key to the top of your lungs, yelling fuck to the heavens, like whatever you want to do, just get this out. Because holding on to it, doesn't mean holding on to the relationship, and it isn't helping you. So release, because it's an act of self-care for you, because you love yourself above all else. And we should, you know, this is numero uno here. The best thing you can do is for yourself first. So yourself first is this wonderful beating thing in your chest. Help it first, as my advice. All right, and so Simply May, I'm sending you lots of love, by the way. Okay. It resonates. Thank you so much. I'm in Walmart now, so I'll get a writing book. Well, there you go. Yay. Okay. Yes, a writing book. Ooh, and if you're on Instagram, take a picture of that writing book. I want to see it. Okay, so Miss Green Owl. Green Owl, you brought the plane in. She said, will do. Okay. Green Owl, what do we got going on in my brain? A lot. Okay. um, okay. Christina said, I see flight in your future. Okay, so I'm like trying to read for Green Owl, and it's like every plane on that flight path wants to come by. Green Owl, you got a lot of airplanes. Okay, with all the airplanes, what was coming to mind, I saw like, and this is all just like metaphors, maybe, like World War One. You know how they had, who had these hats? Was it the Germans or the Americans? But the like hats with the kind of, it's well, it's a metal helmet. Excuse me. But it's kind of got this like ridge around it anyway, and like a bayonet. I'm just like ready for battle, bayonet, like I got my uniform on, I got my helmet on, like you're ready to kick some ass. Greenhouse, oh crap, you never want to hear a start like that. Like you're ready to like kick some ass. But the people on the other side don't have any arm. I mean, like, not arms, like physical arms. I'm talking like weapons. And in my mind, I was seeing them coming to you and asking you to put the weapon down. So like asking you to put bring your guard down. uh yeah. So yeah, so it's like the people coming by, and I just see like the hands being placed on the bayonet and just like bring it down, just bring it down, like it's okay, like you don't need to go into everything needing to kick somebody's ass. Christina said temperance. Yes. Okay. Okay, so let's see what card comes up. If temperance comes up, I'm a shit. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, alrighty. So we got the Emperor. Okay, so normally I'm like, it's good to be in that Emperor role sometimes. You know, sometimes I like to call in a little bit of Emperor when I need to get shiz done, or I need to like lay into people when they're not doing their job and, you know, it's affecting my job, or, you know, I need to walk in a little bit more self-confidence. But sometimes when I think the Emperor goes in too much of an extreme, is this person like has such an iron grip on everything. The Emperor is war in the Jeopardy tarot. Ooh, ooh. So like sometimes, yeah, when that Emperor just is always in the offense, like strike first, strike fast. That's freaking Karate Kid. That's Cobra Kai. Strike first, strike fast. But yeah, that whole thing. It's better for me to strike first than to have to retaliate because somebody else hurt me first. So I think putting those things together of like, now I'm getting all the things like love is a battlefield and like freaking Cobra Kai, strike first, strike fast. I'm getting all of these things for you, Green Owl, but it's not everything is a battlefield, and you don't need to go into every situation or every person you meet or every relationship. And I'm not always talking like romantic, but just like making friends and meeting new people, or family members. You don't have to go full like, you know, armed to the teeth. It's okay to have maybe your bulletproof vest on, you know, at times, but you don't need to go full like crazy, like full crazy, like helmet, like gun, like everything, like ready to like kick somebody's ass. Because if we're in that state of mind of, I'm ready to kick somebody's ass, then that situation will be manifested to you. She's ready to kick ass, so I'm going to give her something that she can kick ass with. But if you go into a situation where I'm strong and confident in who I am, but I'm also open to meeting these people here, and maybe kind of allowing them in. You got your bulletproof vest on, but you're maybe allowing them in a little bit. I just see, yeah, just such a big wall. Yeah, I'm just seeing like relinquish, just put your bulletproof vest on, but you don't need to go to everything like armed to the teeth, because not everybody's looking for a fight. But you know that anybody who is looking for a fight will get a fight, because they were looking for it. So yeah, so maybe if like you feel like everywhere you go is a battle. Maybe it's because you're expecting a battle. So maybe in the next situation that you're in, see if you can change the mindset. She's going Mad Max, seriously. Instead of this is going to be a battle, I wonder what this person has to say. I wonder who this person is, instead of, oh no, I'm gonna kick this person's ass. Oh, and then you have a butterfly that's floating outside the garage. That's very nice. So a transformation. Butterflies are, they just do their thing. They're very fragile, but they just do their thing and they don't care. Fragile yet strong, because the hell they go through in that chrysalis, oh my god. Yeah, so Green Owl, I hope that resonates with you. Put the bayonet down. You are an awesome person, and you are a very strong person, and you're going to be strong in any situation you go into. You don't need also to bring your weapons. Like, just, you know, have that confidence. You made your mojo bag today. You made your confidence mojo bag today. You know, just go into conversations, situations with people, knowing that you have that confidence. And you don't necessarily have to get into a fight with this person. You could just walk away and be like, you're not even worth getting into a fight with, you know? Turn up the receptive vibes and dial back the defensive position. Yes. Faux show. Christina said planes, butterflies, emperor. Wow, Green Owl, a lot to think about. Yes. Planes, butterflies, emperor. Planes, trains, and automobiles. All right. Green Owl, I liked yours. Yours had all kinds of stuff going on. Like, I'm here. Love is a battlefield. And then I'm seeing strike first, strike fast. By the way, I like that new show that's on YouTube Red. Like, that's the only reason we subscribed to YouTube Red, was for Cobra Kai. That's a freaking awesome show. I mean, I loved Karate Kid, so of course I'm gonna love Cobra Kai. And it has all the like OG people, so. And side note, I had a crush on Johnny. Johnny was a dick, but he was cute. Kenmari is awesome. Yes. Okay. Was there anybody left after Senora Grunoyle? And a card flew out. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a look. Ah! That was for me. I get the Fool card every freaking day. Looks like you're talking to me. I'm trying to listen, but I'm not quite sure of your message yet. But anyway, I'm listening. Side note, I'm driving tomorrow and plane and train Monday. Planes, trains, and automobiles. That's awesome. Monday I'm going to be driving to Arizona to go look at, there's a car that you guys all know I've been saving up for years for my dream car, and so I think I finally found a really good one. And so I'm going out to Arizona. We're going to stay the night and we'll come back on Tuesday. All right, Miss New Age Lunatic. Okay, let's see. I'm going to wait for the trash truck to pass so that I can, you're last on the list. Last but not least. Okay. Because I don't want any distractions during your reading, so I'm just going to wait. What kind of car is it? It is a 2013 Dodge Viper. Sean is wishing Grunoyle a safe journey, as am I. And oh, Happy Beauty is here. So Happy Beauty, after my girl New Age Lunatic, I will definitely give you a read. But I'm waiting for the trash truck to pass because trash trucks. Okay. Okay, New Age Lunatic. Okay, so New Age Lunatic, the image I was getting, whew, again with the sadness. Everyone, are we all hurting in the heart? Like, what's going on? Um, I saw you, I saw this giant, beautiful, happy, like golden retriever, but its coat was white instead of golden, like golden retriever. Um, Christina says, throw out the old new age lunatic, your trash truck has symbolism. Yes. Um, and yeah, this dog, it's all white. It's a white golden retriever in what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing you like hugging this dog, but this dog is like so happy. He's like barking. But how I'm hearing the bark is like a far away bark. So this dog is not close to you. So I think this is actually like a, I always see like dogs and cats and stuff with people, even if those were never their dogs or cats. Like I think that people just have certain animals with them. I mean, I don't think that they're always like lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Um, Sometimes we have domestic animals that hang out with us, even if they were never with us in this life. So I'm seeing this white golden retriever as one of the animals that hangs out with you right now. Yeah, like as like one of your spirit animals. So I see. I'm always tapping into people's domestic spirit animals. Like it's not always like my boyfriend always says sloth is my spirit animal, but he's just making fun of me because he thinks I move too slow. But um, but yeah, so I'm seeing that white golden retriever is coming forward and helping you with something that you're dealing with right here, like right now. So let's pull a card and see what's going on. Okay, that's a lot of cards, so we'll just wait till we get a more clear answer for you. There we go. Oh, okay. No, not oh, like that, but this is one of the extra cards. Okay, so you see this like a man obviously looks like he's got a lot of money, he's well-to-do, and then you got all these people behind him. They look like his servants. I'm just guessing. And it looks like, you know, you got all this like rich guys like stuff, like they're all holding his stuff, but you can see all these people, they're all talking behind his back. So I don't think they're too thrilled what they're doing for this guy. But then when I get that like stab to the heart and I see this dog like coming to your aid, like wagging the tail, like barking, like, hey, it's okay. I kind of have this feel um, you coming down on yourself, like feeling like I shouldn't have certain things, or I shouldn't um, have a certain happiness in a situation, like feeling like people are always judging you, talking behind your back, like you're like feeling guilty. That's the word I'm looking for. Feeling guilty for having certain things, or being in a certain place in your life, feeling like people are hating you, like hating on you for things that you've obviously worked very hard for. I'm not saying you're like super rich or famous or anything, but sometimes we, as in like all of us, this isn't the royal we, but this is this is all of us, that I think at some point or another we feel guilty. I know that sometimes I actually freaking talking about my viper, I sometimes feel like I don't deserve it, you know, like, oh, like I should be doing something else. Like, how frivolous would that be to drive around in a, you know, really awesome car? But then I'm thinking, you know, I have to think of the other end. It's not like, you know, I'm shoving, I'm going to be shoving this car in people's faces. Like, that car is solely just for me. Like, it means it's symbolic of something, like, for me. It's I've been saving up for it, and it's something that happened in my childhood is the reason I'm getting that car. Like, that car means something. It's not the status, it's not look at me, I have this car, but just the act of like getting it means something to me. It's like a big like thing in my life. And so I'm seeing that for you too, like things that you maybe have worked really hard for to obtain or to do, maybe vacations you've gone on, and then feeling like did I deserve that? Should I have done that? Does that make me feel like, am I trying to be better than everybody else? And the answer is no. Like we we maybe I'm just talking to you and me. Maybe I am just talking to both of us. We need to allow ourselves to be indulgent with ourselves once in a while. So that's the message I'm getting, is that these people that you think are looking at you sidelong and like talking mess about you, they're not really there. They're up here. That's where they live. And they're not really there. So, New Age Lunatic, what I'm getting is whatever you have done, be proud of what you have done. Whatever you have bought, whatever vacation you went on, whatever, I don't know, outfit or shoes you got yourself. Like, if you worked your tail end off for it and you're just treating yourself for something that you've worked hard for, like, it's okay to be okay with that. It's okay to feel pretty. It's okay to, you know, feel good or feel stylish or feel like bitching like sometimes, you know. It's just, it's okay. It's okay. This is just like a big okay from the universe. It's okay. Nobody is talking smack behind your back, and if they are, fuck them. You know. I hope that resonates with you, and I think I'm talking to myself too. New Age, say out loud and proud. Okay. Whew. Hold on. Okay. I know that we had one more person after New Age Lunatic who had just popped in. It was Happy Beauty. Happy Beauty. Okay, so Happy Beauty, I am just going to do something general, so just tapping into your energy real quick. Like anything I see like appear, I'll tell you. It's usually just like a metaphor or symbol or something, and then I will pull you a card and see how the two connect. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Noah said, I bought something and I've been thinking the last couple of days that I shouldn't. It's okay. Universe said it's okay. Okay. Happy Beauty, yours was a little bit different. I kind of like almost saw the what am I trying to think here? Nine of Swords. I'm keeping it now because my homegirl says so. Psh, you could say Tara said so, so it seems to say you shouldn't have bought it. It's all good. Oh, you should have bought it. Yes. Okay. So Happy Beauty, I was seeing like the whole like Nine of Swords, like anxieties and fears. Like I was kind of seeing like an image of a girl. You ever seen the movie oh, what was that called? Was it The Ring? That movie freaked me out, man. You know, the chick that like comes out of the well and like her hair is in her face. I hate when people's hair is in their face and I can't see their face. Like that freaks me out, which is why I don't watch scary movies. That was probably the last scary movie I ever watched in the theater. I literally got so scared I slipped underneath the seat in front of me. Like I couldn't watch that movie. But I keep seeing like The Ring, like that scary chick like in multiples like surrounding you. And what's even scarier is the OG like Japanese version of that movie. Also, like, no, never seeing that again. But I'm seeing like the Japanese version of that, and it was so freaking scary. And so I'm seeing like a lot of these like fears and nightmares like surrounding you right now. So not necessarily saying that you're scared of like the movies, but this is like a symbol for something. So I'm gonna pull a card and see what we got. Okay. Okay, so Happy Beauty, we got the Chariot. But I'm seeing the Chariot is a little bit different this time. Usually when I see the Chariot, I'm like, yay, full steam ahead. But with seeing the image of what I would think of as you, I had a nightmare of shadows jumping on me, children, but I know it was a spiritual attack. Okay, so yeah, I'm seeing, but that also being like a symbolism to that nightmare that she had could very well have also been a spiritual attack, but or a spirit attack. But I'm also seeing like your brain trying to tell you something. So something is like not copacetic right now. Like you're not feeling good about something, even if like in your waking life, like you think everything's like easy peasy and like all good, or as my brother would say, is all gravy. But I'm seeing like subconsciously your mind's trying to tell you that whatever situation that you're in right now is like not cool. So by seeing you like kind of trapped by this like the literal like ring chick like surrounding you and scaring you, like just like I don't know, I can't get out, I can't get out. And then here when I see the Chariot card and I see, you know, what technically you have these like well, here you have the two sphinxes or the two lions, but they're going in opposite directions. And so if the person at the helm allows these animals to go in different directions, they're not going to move anywhere. They're going to be freaking stuck, and that's like paralyzing until you grab the reins. And so whatever situation you're in, or even in your dreams, if you can do so, so this is for both dreams and both waking life. If you're feeling like I'm just stuck here, there's nothing I can do, you can always do something. Like you are the person at the helm, and you can make you can make these animals go the direction they need to go. You can make your chariot go the direction, but it's going to take a lot of guts and it's going to take a lot of energy, and sometimes it's not always the most pleasant thing to do. But if you want to be able to move forward and not be stuck and not be stagnant and not feel like trapped in a situation, the knight or knightess in shining armor is not always going to come and save you. Sometimes you have to be your own savior. So in this case, I'm seeing if you can do this in your waking life, you'll be able to do it in your dreams, and vice versa. So maybe you can start in your dreams if you're not comfortable doing this in your waking life. But in your dreams, if you happen to have this nightmare again where you feel like the children are closing in on you, just like that movie The Ring, the chick was just scary, and I think that was the bulk of her power, was that she was scary. So yes, I know there was like, oh, if you look at her, you get like the screwed up face too. Like if you actually think about it, I'm like, that is like the dumbest thing ever. You know, so really the only power is the fear they have over you. So a situation, the only power it has over you is the fear. In your nightmares with these kids coming on top of you, just like, you know, holding you down, no way out, the only thing they can really do is scare you. So if you can become conscious enough in your dream, yes, be strong, Happy Beauty. So if you can be conscious enough in your dream where you know that you're actually dreaming, which not everybody can do this, but if maybe just try next time, just know, okay, I'm dreaming, I can do something. Sorry, my phone's going in low power mode. You know what I do when I'm really scared in my nightmares is I hug them. I hug the things that I fear most. Like I used to have these monsters in my dreams when I was a kid, and even when I was in my 20s, when I was in college. And I think that because I had so much anxiety over like exams and classes in college that it was manifesting as monsters in my dreams. So eventually what I did is I stopped running in my dream because I knew I could never outrun my fear. I could never get away. I turned around, I faced them as freaking scary as they were, and I closed my eyes and I hugged every one of them and I told them I loved them. And you know what? I never had those nightmares ever again. And then that started translating into my waking life, where instead of running away and avoiding and like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do this, I was just like, okay, well, I guess this is what we're doing, you know, even though it was uncomfortable. And then once it was done, I was like, oh, and then that felt so empowering, and that gave me more power to do other things later on in my life. So I'm seeing this as like a power thing for you, like letting you know how much power you truly have inside of you. And so this is your dreams telling you, and waking life telling you. So yes, need to embrace the anxieties. Yes, yes. Embrace your anxieties. Anxieties are a lesson too. So I hope that helps. And if you can, just turn around, give them a hug. Tell them you love them. I actually felt bad the next day that I pushed children away from me. In your dream, like if they're attacking you, well, that could also be a metaphor for waking life too. You know, feeling guilty about usurping your power, or utilizing your power. Not usurping, wrong word, but but yeah, standing in your power and being yourself or being outspoken. There could be a guilt to that, so it's manifesting as children, like you've somehow hurt something that should be seen as so innocent, like, oh, why would I do that, like that's so like a jerk of me, like yeah. So I think that that's psychologically speaking, the manifestation of that, but it's completely okay. Especially if those kids are dicks, like let's see. She said, that makes so much sense. Thank you so much. You're welcome. It sounds like a powerful dream. Happy beauty. I never remember my dreams. Maybe I'm lucky. I remember mine every once in a while. And those ones I remember, I always write down. Okay, so I'm gonna have a little bit more sip. I'm gonna send you off with a little bit of energetic healing, and then go have a happy Saturday. Okay. My phone's in low power mode, so good thing we're at the end. All right, so thank you everybody who's come. When I do my energy healing, you don't have to accept it, but if you do, just mentally just say, I am open to receive healing, and that's all you need to do. You don't have to be in lotus pose or anything. You don't have to be laying down. Just go about your day, continue driving. Hopefully you're just listening to this, not watching this while you drive. Or washing dishes, or you know, working in the garden, or whatever it is that you're doing. So go about your day. Even if you log off now, have a great day. But just know that the healing is coming to you. And so if you would like anybody else or anything else or any place to receive this healing, post it in the comments now, so that it energetically, it's just out there. So okay. I hope I don't use up my phone's power by doing this, but let's do it. Okay. Happy Beauty, you are very welcome. Christina said her heart is racing. Whew. Okay, whew. That was very interesting. I kept feeling like this garage was full of people, and I kept feeling hands on my shoulders of people asking me to help other people. It was like, give love to my Carla, give love to my Rosie, or Rosalie, Rosie. Somebody else said John, Fred. But it was like the spirits were also asking for like healing too. That was like, I mean, for their loved ones. So that was neat. And this time where I was trying to derive healing power from was like it was all this past versions of like me, like little me, like 9-year-old me, 6-year-old me, 3-year-old me. So that was pretty awesome. Greenhouse said, no way, perfect, spot on. Well, you have a lovely weekend, all of you. You guys are all very welcome, and I thank you so much for popping in and having this really random live chat with me. Hopefully you guys like the little live spell we did, and pulling my daily cards and all that good stuff. And I appreciate each and every one of you, and I really do hope that some good juju was all sent your way. So have an awesome weekend. And nothing but love and good vibes for all of you guys, and let that translate all into your dreams as well. So peace, love, and chicken grease, everyone. Peace out. Have a good Saturday.